Okay, we here at Southern Bells like big bows. Like big bows. And this may look like just a regular old ponytail bow to you, nothing substantial or interesting about that, but when we put a ruler in front of it, we see that this is actually a quite large bow. It's about a foot long and about 8 inches wide. It's got a good sized knot on it. The knot itself is about an inch. Bows like this be really challenging to work with, especially if you want them to come out decently. This is also, and one of the tricks is using the right thickness of ribbon for the size of bow that you're making. So if you want it to be a big bow like this, it's got to be thicker than 1.5 inch grosgrain, and this is 2.25 inch grosgrain, and that helps. This is probably just a little wider than I like it. You know, I think it wouldn't be not quite so floppy at about 7 inches wide, but the particular person I made this one for wanted it just a little bit wider, so we did it. Okay, this bow's probably going to take about 40 inches of ribbon, but I don't even take it off the spool when I'm doing it. It's just going to take a lot of ribbon because it's so big. Hopefully you're going to be able to see everything that's happening here. So for the tail, what you want to do is kind of measure down about how long you want it. So it's 12 inches, and I'm going to use my thumb as a placeholder, make it about 12 inches, and I'm going to make my first loop to end around where my thumb is here for 12 inches, and see how it's already flopping. It's kind of a lot to get used to, but you just got to practice, get used to holding it, get your fingers where they can hold it. So you just bend it over, make your first loop, hold it with your other thumb. There it is. There's your first loop. And actually, I don't think that's going to be big enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide it over. Make it a little bigger. Just start using your thumbs as placeholders, and you just start sliding things around. Okay. Now we're going to make the second loop. You just pick it up, loop it around, hold it here in the middle. It's kind of big, so you gotta work with it. And you look at it. They look about the same. And I'm holding it on the back too, with these two fingers. And with the thumb on the middle. You don't want it to slide. That's a big part of it. Don't let it slide. And then I gotta make another loop, so I'm gonna have to move my hands up here, these two on the back, this one on the front. Get a good firm grip on it. And I'm going to make the third loop. And this one's going to come all the way around the back. So first, I'm going to pull it around the back. It's kind of hard to see because it's so big. Can you see it? Take it from the front to the back, and you grab onto it with your fingers on the back here. See my fingers? Does it look about the same? If it doesn't, just got to kind of slide it around. And I'm holding this one really tight. This finger, this thumb, holding it really tight. And then I'm sliding this one to the right size in between these fingers. Right there. See? Okay, so it looks about the right size. Now I'm going to get a firm grip on it with this other hand to finish this bow out. It's on the back right now. I'm going to bring this last one around. and up. It's actually going up to the top and over the front. And I got a hold of it with the other hand, the other thumb, bringing it back down. And it looks like a mess because it's so big. That's okay. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see what I can do to make you see it better. Okay, it's uneven. You can tell when you look at it that it's uneven. So what you have to do is hold on to it in the back and start moving things around. Just gotta use your fingers, get a grip on it, and slide things around. It's actually kind of harder showing you than it is doing it. This one's not right. Slide it. Sometimes, I hope you can see it. Okay, and this one you kind of, when you put the top one on, get a hold of it here. Try and give it a little curve to help it keep from flopping over, because it likes to flop. This one's pretty flat looking. It's kind of big. The top two are curving good. The bottom ones are going to be more flat. Alright, now you got a hold of it. Thumb on the front, 2 fingers in the back. Looks pretty even. Now I'm going to put the crease. So the first one, I've got a hold of this with my thumb and my 2 fingers in the back. I'm going to push it with these 2 fingers and this thumb over. And then I'm going to grab it in the back with my other 2 fingers. Now I'm going to push this one down. Well, you know what, I didn't get this one quite wide enough. Do it again so you can see it. Grab it in the back. Now I'm going to push this one down. Grab it in the back. And then push the last one down. Grab it. Okay, now at this point, you could take a needle and push it through all the layers, but that hurts my fingers. So, I just take some good quality thread, and it's got to be good quality because you don't want it to break on you. And I wrap it around. And probably, you can't see it because it's so big, but that's what we do here is big bows. This one I'm going to probably wrap around 7, 8 times. Probably less than that because I'm doing this tutorial and you can't really see it, what's happening. Okay. So turn it over. Tie it off. And my thread broke on me. Ah, that's just what you don't want to have happen. But you know what? I've already got a good hold on this crease, and I don't want to lose this crease. That's what I don't want to lose. So just leave it in place. Don't untie it. Worked hard to get that crease. Don't untie it. Just wrap the thread around again. Alright. Now, one trick is if you get it like this and you don't like how it looks a little uneven, which this one looks pretty even, you can kind of slide the thread over a little bit. Play with it. Elastic thread comes in really handy here because sometimes it's not even and the elastic thread will stretch and move right or left for you. But this one's pretty good. Alright. And I might even go and tie it one more time. And then from here, you trim the ends at an angle. You could do a straight angle like this, or you can also do, you can just cut it straight across like this, or you can also do I can't think of what you call it, but I'm going to cut one for you. And this is the easiest way to do it for me, is you just fold it in half, and you make sure to cut in towards the fold. And I'm going to heat seal it before I let go of it. And you want to heat seal your ends to prevent fraying. You can also use fray check, but you got to wait for it to dry. Alright, I don't think I got this quite sealed. And there's one in for you. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do a big knot. I think I'm going to show you that in the next tutorial. Do a center knot and how to attach it to a French barrette.